Mixed reactions. It's episode 110. Football season. We just talked about the Super Bowl in part one. Is over. It's best for us to just leave it in the past until the Hall of Fame game, which I know Casey's gonna be watching every single
That's the
second
end of the
of.
season.
But we got a bunch of obscure stuff going on, so we want some suggestions just to see what we can get into. But I just want to kind of get your guys' thoughts. I know we're gonna talk about main hockey. I know you guys are gonna uh I know you guys, it's gonna be rough, but we'll talk about it. Have you guys watched the Winter Olympics?
I've watched a little bit of it.
A little bit, not yet. I'm waiting for USA men's hockey. That starts tomorrow.
I was watching Switzerland, Finland women's hockey. I was watching the biathlon. I was watching skiing at I was betting on skiing at 3:30 in the morning, bro. I promise I don't know anything about it.
You should have bet for Lindsey Vaughn to get hurt again.
Yeah, no, I'm
Jeez.
not gonna lie. When she fell, because I had Breezy Johnson, she actually ended up winning 6-1 odds. Shout out to her. She actually broke her gold medal after she won. But I didn't realize Lindsey Vaughn was hurt, bro. When she fell, I was like, oh, let's go. And then I didn't realize that she tore her ACL that recently. I didn't know she was hurt when she fell again.
Oh yeah, she about 2 weeks before the Olympics, she completely
Yeah,
destroyed her ACL.
2 weeks. That's
Convinced whoever that she could still ski, even though no, you can't on a freaking ruptured, torn, destroyed ACL. It was her own damn stubbornness that got her hurt.
and what I was talking about with you was because you said, "Oh, well, she doesn't have an ACL." I didn't know that she just tore it, not even like
Yeah,
a month ago. That
yeah.
the fact that she was out there, man, like joking. Because like I said, I had the other girl. I didn't realize she was hurt at first. But the fact that she was out there, I was telling my friend Jason about it. He don't know the first thing about skiing, and I mean that's Mamba mentality, man. She has a torn ACL and she's fucking skiing down a mountain, bro. Like
Yeah,
I
you got
mean,
to give her all
yeah,
the credit in the world for even participating.
giving all
that's
the credit in the world for
insane.
participating, but also using a brain cell.
Hey man, some people, hey, it's worth the glory.
It's not like she hasn't won Olympic gold before,
Hey man, did Michael Jordan say, "Nah, I got five. I'm not gonna beat John Stockton and Karl Malone again."
but you're
Um,
40.
do you guys expect the USA Canada hockey matchup to start off how the Four Nations started off?
Oh,
I
please
hope
let it
so.
happen.
It's the Olympics. It's not
But the
gonna
Olympic,
happen
but
like
the thing
that.
is, if you fight in the Olympics, you're immediately ejected.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, it's an immediate ejection.
Nah, I want to just see the oh, speaking of hockey, I don't I'll answer that question in a second. The USA women's hockey team beat Canada 5-0 today. Shout out to them. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna start out like that because it's a immediate ejection, but I don't see any way the USA and Canada don't meet in the gold medal match.
It's going to be
I
one of
agree.
them,
I think that's
either
gonna be
either
phenomenal.
Scandinavian and Canada or U.S. and Canada. That's how it is.
And Norway is leading the medal count, the
They
total
always
medal
win the
count.
medal. They always win the medal count in the Winter Olympics. Always. It's them in Germany. Always.
So, speaking of hockey, Justin, my man, what has happened this year?
Cake eater. Cake eaters. What it is.
Another blown game by the University of Maine against Boston University this past Saturday. They started off great, quick 1-0 goal. BU ties it, Maine makes it 2-1. BU ties it, Maine makes it 3-2. Or no, that goes 2-2, I believe, all the way until the end, and BU won 3-2, if I'm not mistaken, in
Correct.
overtime.
Yep.
Um, Obviously, Maine now is out of the top 20 for the first time in 3 years. They've dropped out of the top 20 now.
Close to
Well
it. Yeah.
deserved. Well deserved. They don't deserve to be there right now. They have a huge series coming up this weekend against UConn. If they want any shot of making the national tournament, if they want any shot of belief and hope of them to rise for even the Hockey East tournament, it needs to start this weekend and continue on. I don't foresee it happening. Even in the past years of our glory, past 2 or 3 years, UConn gave us plenty of fits. I don't foresee us sweeping them this weekend, so I don't foresee anything changing in our rankings.
I don't see it either. I mean, we'll be lucky to get a split. That Providence series was kind of the nail in the coffin, in my opinion. Um, I mean, Maine has always struggled against Providence. even going back to the glory days, well
Yeah.
before that we were watching them religiously. But even to that end, they just don't have it this year, and it happens. I mean, for example, last year North Dakota, who was a perennial powerhouse, barely made the tournament, and they didn't deserve to be in the tournament for how they were playing. They just happened to play at a weak ass conference, and just so happened to run into Western Michigan, who eventually won the whole damn thing.
And now this year, North Dakota's back to being North Dakota.
Right.
Yeah. No, that
um,
makes sense.
but at the same time, like I said, there's too many new. It's always good to have fresh blood on the team. You don't want to have again. Don't want to because we're talking about last segment. Running it back doesn't always do you any favors, but for the losses in terms of like personnel, like graduating and moving on to the AHL and such like that, there was such a drop off in terms of team cohesiveness.
Yeah.
That this team is just a. It's like watching Adam Banks in the Mighty Ducks before he became a real team player. It was like everyone just give me the puck, just give me the puck, just give me the puck, and I'll try to score and just showboat the whole damn thing. Don't get me wrong; there's plenty of agile and great scorers on that roster, but there's very few team players. And
I
I'm
fully agree
looking
because when you
right
look at
at.
this,
I'm also looking directly between the pipes to start from this one.
yeah, Boya's had a tremendous drop off this year. And then when you think of the loss of how much the loss of Lyndon Breen is truly hurt the team, it can't go unsaid.
No, um,
It's been bad.
it's been bad. And we were talking last year, like, are we going to make a trip out to Vegas for the Frozen Four kind of thing?
Yeah,
No,
no, I was telling
no,
you like, yeah, I'll show you around. No, it's they're
No
not,
not.
chance we make it.
not. I don't think there's a snowball's chance in hell.
What I was gonna ask you guys is that you guys got UConn twice at home, Merrimack twice at home, Northeastern twice at home, and you go to Burlington at the last game of the season. I mean, I'm not much of a hockey guy. Do you guys think you guys still make the tournament? I mean, that's still 7 games in a
Oh,
row
every
you
team
can
makes the
win.
tournament. It's a question of do you have to play at home?
No, no, he's
No, I
talking
mean
about
the
he's talking
NCAA
about the
tournament.
national.
Oh, the
Aside
national.
from winning the the
No,
Hockey East.
no way. We have to
If
run
we
the table from here on out to make the national tournament, in my opinion.
Yeah, the only way that we would make it is if we win the Hockey East tournament, and I don't foresee that happening.
Even if you win the next 7, you still have to win the Hockey East. Do you
I would
think at
think
this
so.
point?
I mean, the
Um,
only team that's ranked in that last stretch is UConn. So that's really the only we'd have to sweep UConn and then run the table the rest of the way.
yeah, fully agree. Now, this was a question I wanted to ask last segment, but we ran out of time. Nick, it's directed towards you, and it's about your Vikings, and we didn't get a chance to ask it, so I want to ask it now because you admitted you were wrong about wanting Sam Darnold gone, and you Vikings made a mistake. Did Minnesota make the right decision in firing their GM? And was Seattle making the Super Bowl, was that the reason you feel your GM got fired?
Well, yeah, because he signed a contract extension and everything, and he was at the fucking Senior Bowl and doing all the other stuff. And I think that he was the biggest reason why Sam Darnold didn't re-sign with the team. And I guess Kevin O'Connell had doubts in JJ McCarthy or anybody that he was going to choose. Pretty much, I think he was trying to persuade him to keep in Sam Darnold, and the money got in the way. I don't think they didn't want to pay him the big money, and I don't blame him. Why would you? You don't know. All I can think is Brock Osweiler. I could think of fucking millions of quarterbacks that get that big payday, Russell Wilson, and you get screwed. And like I said, with Sam Darnold, is he still seeing the ghost? And we really didn't know. Actually, at the end of the season when we lost to the Rams, the lost to the Lions and the Rams, we did. We saw Sam Darnold see those ghosts. So I think in a way that GM definitely got screwed over, but I think it was a right decision too because it seems like him and Kevin O'Connell were on the right team, right page.
Yeah,
That's fair. And you're not going to get rid of a coach like Kevin O'Connell.
and for any franchise, no matter where you are in your development process with building your team, if your GM and coach aren't on the same page, you're in a downward spiral to hell.
What really gets me now is that social media is such an impactful thing. And with Stephen A. Smith calling out Kevin O'Connell, saying if he doesn't get this shit going, he's on the hot seat. And I'm like, no, he's not. And then you get all these other people in the comments, all related to the subject of the matter, saying Kevin O'Connell's in the hot seat, you know? And I believe owners do look at that though, and
They do.
they start seeing this shit, and they're like, you know what? They're right. And that's what's scary, that no one has their own thoughts anymore. It's like they go by the analysts and everything else. And it's kind of degrading, really. It's kind
You
of sad.
you can't put Kevin O'Connell in the hot seat just because Sam Darnold went to Seattle and won a Super Bowl. Seattle's, I mean, not to say that Sam Darnold won that Super Bowl because Seattle's defense won the Super Bowl. It wasn't
Yes.
because Sam Darnold won the game. Minnesota's defense last year wasn't all that great in comparison to Seattle's defense this year, so you really can't put that on him.
I believe our defense is just as good as Seattle's defense. I'm not saying we're top tier like them, but we're right there. Remember that Detroit Lions game? We knocked Detroit out of the playoffs to get to the playoffs on Netflix. Kicked their fucking ass. And we had them. And then not to mention, we did almost Seattle. We had Max Brosman in. We put up a better fight against Seattle than what the Patriots did in the Super Bowl with Max Brosman.
You
guys
did.
didn't. We had them right by the head. We just couldn't score because our fucking quarterback was a friggin' second string friggin' Minnesota Gopher.
I got a question for Nick. I was watching a video the other day. It was all the different NFL teams. Their Mount Rushmore of head coaches. They had Kevin O'Connell. Do you think he was that four heads on Mount Rushmore, right?
Yeah,
They had him on there. I don't know if it was Dennis Green. I don't know if it was Dennis
But
Green.
Dennis Green,
Dennis Green.
Probably Dennis
Kevin
Green. Yeah.
O'Connell,
Bud Grant.
Bud Grant's number one. He's the guy.
And then
Yeah.
what? Brad Childress probably.
No, I take Mike Tice over him.
Who's the one that took
Mike-
him to the NFC Championship with Brett Favre? Brad Childress, right?
That's Brad
Yeah,
Childress.
that's
That was a gate. Brad Childress went downhill. I wouldn't even put Mike Zimmer in. I'd probably put Mike Tice because he still had a successful season with it too. I believe he got us to a championship game.
Yeah, but Mike Tice ruined the relationship with Randy Moss from Minnesota too.
Yeah, he did. Kind of ran Randy out of town.
But he's
Yeah.
still a good head coach. He still was down to earth with it. And we were doing great. Fucking geez, we went 6-0 in that year. I think it was 2003. And then after that, we were the first team to go 6-0 and miss the playoffs.
So
We
guys,
lost like
real
the
quick,
next 7.
let's have a little bit of fun here. Let's go with a obviously way too early hot take for next year's NFL season.
Way too early pick.
Football's over, man. Let it go.
No, never.
Way too
Hot
early
take.
hot take for next year.
Anything specific or like your team or just general?
Anything.
Okay.
The
A hot
Raiders
take
take
for next year.
The fucking Ian's Raiders take the West.
My God. Oh my God.
Clint Kubiak as coach, Mendoza coming in as a quarterback, Ashton Jeanty second year in. He's gonna get 1,000 yards this year. And then we got fucking Max Crosby. They're all staying. No
Mine
one's
was
going
actually
anywhere.
Wow.
mine was
Wow.
actually gonna be Raiders get the 1 seed. I'm Mendoza,
The 1
man.
seed.
Mendoza,
Oh
Clint
my God,
Kubiak.
you guys
We don't know what's
oh my-
possible. I
What
mean,
are you
I don't know what's
drinking?
going
Oh my
on at all.
God.
You said way too early hot take. Raiders 14-3.
I believe in Mendoza. I don't think he's gonna take the West really, but I think he makes a threat for the playoffs.
If
I
we're
really
just
do.
talking about most ridiculous take that's not mathematically impossible, yeah, probably the Raiders.
No, a hot take doesn't mean it has to be the most ridiculous. A hot take is something
All right.
that a lot of people wouldn't agree with, but you truly think is going to happen.
Okay, all right, maybe I got a little carried away. Okay.
Yeah, you
Um,
did. Both of
I-
you did.
I would
I went
say
crazy.
the Patriots win 5 games.
That they're saying that anyway, and I agree too.
You think they go from 14 to 5?
I've seen it
Ooh.
happen.
They're gonna have to play a tougher schedule. I mean, I'm not saying that they're not gonna be one of the contenders for years to come. I'm just saying that they're still a young team learning at the end of the day, regardless of what they
you're
just
talking
did.
about going from really being in the Super Bowl to winning 5 games and back to the top 10 of the draft.
I mean, we don't know what's gonna. I'm not even saying it's necessarily gonna be injuries. They could lose a bunch of close games. I know they're gonna be contenders for years to come, but the bottom line is they still have a young quarterback. I don't know. I just something, especially they're gonna.
That's
You guys
Uh,
do have 4 free wins a year. I mean, I get it. So I guess I have to weigh that. But still, I don't. I'm just saying. All I'm saying is I could see them having their lumps. I'm not. I definitely see New England being. I don't see them completely falling out, but I don't. Yeah. I mean, you got a young quarterback. Mike Vrabel has experience as a coach. I mean, he's what in his like 10th year at this point.
My hot take: the Eagles will miss the playoffs.
That's a good
How
one.
hot is that? I mean, I guess it's pretty hot considering they've got a new OC.
mm,
My hot take: Kansas City goes to the Super Bowl.
Is that
No,
hot?
that's
Are
such
we
a
calling
hot
that a hot
take,
take?
Nick. That's such a hot take with friggin'
Well, you
Patrick
never
Mahomes.
know. Where are they going to be? It's all fucked up in Kansas City.
I feel like people were complaining about them being in the Super Bowl, but they're gonna be glad when they're back. I think the Patriots, man, like people like me, the hate is just resurfacing for you guys. Like,
You're not even from Maine, dude, and I got to deal with it. Like I said, I'd take Sam Darnold ruining my team's reputation than watching fucking all my friends celebrating at a seventh Super Bowl. Fuck that. I'm
seven,
a
and that's
All
fucking
right,
hater
crazy.
for
Justin, what's
life.
And you've
yours?
watched them win all seven during your lifetime too. It's not like they won a bunch in the '80s.
Yeah,
That's
no, I
crazy.
watched every one of them. Yeah, and I've had people threaten me. I've had people want to fight me. I've had people even this past weekend, dude. People were calling me an asshole and everything. I was like, I'm just sitting here trying to watch the game and be an innocent bystander and clap very loudly and tell you to go fuck yourself. I'm very blunt and I don't care. Just let you know. I'm
Jacksonville
just
goes to the Super Bowl.
that's a
What's
good
that?
one.
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville goes to the Super Bowl. Hot take, but I can see it happening. I can absolutely see that taking place.
What about let's go the opposite. Who's getting a quarterback or a coach? Not even finishing the season or getting. Let's just go. We'll go the season. Someone getting fired or getting traded. I'm gonna go with Justin Herbert. This is his last year in LA. If he cannot get it done, if he is at fault,
Burrow.
that's a good one.
You guys
He's
are
been
missing the
wanting
most
out.
obvious one.
Dak.
No, Tua.
Who was already
That's
on the
too easy.
trading block? There's nothing to.
That's not a hot
That's not a
take.
hot
That's
take at
that's
all.
just
Both
gonna
Kyler Murray
happen.
and Tua are getting traded this offseason. They're
No,
going to get traded before the draft.
actually, they did the math on that. If Tua got released or whatever, they'd be fucking taking. They'd be taking such a hit, it wouldn't even be worth letting them go.
He's gonna get traded to the
He'll be
Cardinals for Kyler Murray.
You know what? Yeah, but who's going to take that contract? He
The
just got paid.
Cardinals.
Kyler Murray, where's he going?
Miami.
a 1-for-1.
Miami
Dude,
would have to give up like a second round too, something like
they got
that.
Quinn
But
Ewers there. They're fine.
Shit.
Quinn Ewers is there.
Yeah.
I'm muting myself. Would I be
My
crazy to
boy,
say
hook him.
Sam Darnold because they would get a fucking haul?
no,
Sam
they
Darnold's
wouldn't get a
not. They're
haul for
not.
Sam Darnold.
They wouldn't get. Seattle's not getting rid of Sam Darnold.
Yeah,
You don't
he's
think they get
a.
a haul?
Who's going worst to first? You know, there's that team in the division that's worst in their division, and then they end up winning it. That happens every year.
Raiders.
Tennessee.
You just said Jacksonville's going to the Super Bowl.
Doesn't mean they're going to this. Doesn't mean that they're going to be the first in the division.
Tennessee's got
So
all
you think
that
two
fucking
teams?
cap.
You think two teams from the AFC South are going to make the playoffs?
Yeah.
So, what you're saying is you think Jacksonville's going to make the Super Bowl as a wild card team?
No Houston.
No Houston. CJ.
Oh,
I don't think Houston's getting in the playoffs.
that's not really a hot take. I would say like they're not. I mean, CJ Stroud, man, he's just not that guy.
I'm gonna go with an easy one, but hard one. I'm gonna go with the Saints. I think they take the first. I think they go from worst to first.
That was going to be my pick too, Nick, was the
Saints
Saints.
makes sense. That
Tyler Shaw.
so that's
Yeah, I'm
that's
digging
tough.
on him.
Shaw was playing great, but it's hard for me to like, shrug off what Baker and Bryce Young were doing.
But here's the thing: the NFC South is so mediocre. Any one of those teams can win it.
This is true. I mean, you could be 7-9 and still make the playoffs.
All right. You said Super Bowl. Who's in it and who's winning it next year? You're saying Jacksonville. Who's their
I'm saying
NFC
that would be a
opponent?
hot take. I'm not saying that's who I'm actually picking to get in the Super Bowl. That's a hot take.
All right. What's everyone's Super Bowl pick for next year so we can run this back and see who is the closest?
I was waiting for you to ask something like this. Chiefs, Rams.
That's a good one.
I have
Chiefs
got
take
that.
it.
The Rams are due.
Chiefs take it. I appreciate you saying we're due, but we won one a few years ago. I mean I don't know. The Vikings are due, man. The Viking. I
Well, we're
would say
due,
more
but we're
than
not close like that. You guys are due. You
No.
guys have been
oh,
there the
like with the
last two
team.
years.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. But I mean,
You guys had it against the Philadelphia Eagles at one point, and then you had it against literally. You guys should have been there over Seattle. That defense fucking held Matt Stafford right down at the end of there. If they didn't have him, you guys were going.
and we would have won too. We
I'm
would
gonna
have
have
won
one more
by.
quick hot take. One more
What's
quick
that?
one.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
If Buffalo does not win the division, they're again a one and done.
No.
Could be true.
I can see that.
Well, the thing is, the
If
reason
they
I have
don't, if they don't win the division, they will be a
Mhm.
one and done in the playoffs.
the reason I have a hard time is because I don't know. I don't know the reason why they're good. I mean, I don't know, but like you said last week, you made a good point. It's more of a lateral move with Joe Brady. It's not like they're really going and getting the cream of the crop. So we'll see. But I don't
Dare
I
I
can't
say
I
another
don't see them
worst to
losing another
first is
road
the
playoff game.
Giants?
Wait, what'd you say? Sorry.
Dare I say another worst to first being the Giants?
Absolutely
happening.
not.
Not happening.
Not in that division.
I can't stand Philly and I can't stand Dallas.
I mean, well, Washington might do something next year if they're fully
No,
healthy.
because Gene Daniels is going to be playing under center for half the game.
Guys, I'm not even saying this biasly. All Dallas needs is a competent defense, and we dog walk that division.
Keith Pickens.
You guys never do, and then you guys get your ass beat.
It was
It never
infuriating watching Dallas last year, man, how good their offense was, and then their defense would just, like the few times I bet on them, just
The next time the Dallas will win the Super Bowl is it will be by the time Dallas wins the Super Bowl, Jerry Jones will stop looking at the Dallas Cowboys as his new plantation.
I'm gonna have grandkids, bro.
You know what? I think San Francisco wins the Super Bowl next year if they stay healthy. If they never get hurt.
This goes a good.
I
For
don't
the
count
first
them out,
time.
especially with the coaching they have.
Yeah, I mean, if San Fran never gets hurt, but Jesus Christ, like San Fran never gets hurt. Come on, now when is that ever going to happen?
That's why I said if they stay healthy, they win the Super Bowl. That's all I'm saying. If that team is never hurt, whatever they're doing to their grass and putting some friggin' chemical on it, whatever they had to do, they fixed the problem. They had to have. Did you hear about that?
Yeah. All right, guys, my Super Bowl pick for next year, representing the AFC, I have the Denver Broncos. And representing the NFC, the Dallas Cowboys.
So,
Okay, this isn't 19 fucking 73 or whatever they played in.
And the winner of the Super Bowl next season will be the Dallas Cowboys.
All right.
You
beg to
heard it
differ.
here first. You heard it here first.
All
I
right.
have never picked them to actually win the Super Bowl until now. I'm going to see if that changes my luck.
Oh,
Let me see what the
well,
odds are. Hold on, let me see what the odds are. Super Bowl odds. And it's gonna be in LA, I believe.
it is.
Minnesota's a
sticking with
plus 22. I just looked it up.
I'm sticking
Minnesota's
with it
plus-
all year long. The Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl.
Let me see. So it's currently, let me go through just the top five. Seattle's number one. Seattle and the Rams are both plus 950. I think that's just because so much can change during the offseason, why there's such, anyway, after that it's Buffalo, Philly, New England, Baltimore,
That's
Green
probably
Bay.
11 or 12.
You said who?
Dallas is probably going to be 12, 13.
Yeah, Dallas is 35 to 1, and then Minnesota's 60 to 1.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, that's wild.
But
We're going
there's
to
a trend going on in the 2024 draft class for the quarterbacks, okay? Jaden Daniels made it to the NFC Championship game. Bo Nix technically made it to the AFC Championship game. And then Drake May made it to the Super Bowl and lost. And that leaves one guy only, J.J. McCarthy, to go to the Super Bowl and win it for the draft class. The unsung hero. The 9, as I like to call him. I love that picture, by the way.
My Super Bowl
Give me a
pick
meme, it goes
right
hard.
now, the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, I forgot about them. They might win.
I know you would.
I'm a very big Chicago fan, but I'm not. I feel for him. I think Caleb Williams is great.
Chicago and I'll roll with it. Chicago, Jacksonville.
Who wins?
Why so heavy
Chicago.
on Jackson?
The prince that was promised, man. The
I,
prince that
I
was
don't hate the
promised.
Chicago pick. I mean, the evolution that Caleb Williams took from year one to year two was absolutely phenomenal. I think he's going to be a perennial All-Star for year, a perennial Pro Bowl quarterback for years to come, an All-Pro quarterback, and I think in the next couple of years he's going to get that MVP notch as well.
I keep
Yeah,
forgetting that
I'm
Green Bay made the playoffs.
I'm gonna roll Jacksonville to get to the Super Bowl. I think New England could get back to the AFC Championship, barring injury and such like that. But they need a major overhaul offensively.
Oh, almost obvious one that we should have talked about. I know we probably have a couple minutes left. Do you guys see Seattle, their opponents and who they could possibly play week one?
The
New England?
Rammies.
All of our teams are involved.
Yeah,
All of them.
Why
Yeah.
would they? I mean, not trying. No disrespect, Nick. Why would they play the Vikings?
Sam Darnold.
Oh shit, yeah. I mean, Dallas.
I
I
think
get it because it's Dallas, New England Super Bowl rematch. The Rams. It's the
is
Rams,
is
the
so
NFC
here? But
Championship
here's the
rematch.
question: Where are all those teams going to Seattle, or are they going on
yes.
the?
It's in
Yeah, it's
Seattle.
gonna be the banner
What I'm saying,
unveiling
are
night.
all three
Yeah.
of our teams playing Seattle in Seattle?
Yes.
We
Okay.
play the Niners in fucking Australia this year.
We won't be
So who
playing.
do you
We are
think is
not
going to
playing
be playing?
Seattle.
And there's another team as well that their quarterback, if he's back, is a good option too.
They're
That's
not
Oh,
Kansas
playing the
City.
Chiefs. They're not playing the Chiefs week one.
Do you think if it was a guarantee Mahomes was starting, it'd be a better chance?
the NFL would love to do that.
That if he was
I'm
guaranteed to be starting, yes, but I don't think Mahomes is going to start week one. I think he's going to be
I'm
starting
going.
week three.
If I'm a betting man, it's going to be the Rams. It's got to be the Rams.
The Rams is an easy pick.
It's
Yeah,
a
but
safe pick. You got the
that's a big
MVP.
viewership.
Yeah.
It's going to be, if we're being real, guys, and again, not being biased, it's either the Rams or the Cowboys.
Because I mean, the Cowboys you could just throw into any situation. The Cowboys
No,
won one game, bet the Cowboys in the fucking game.
I think doing the Cowboys on a Thursday night game opening, I think is stupid because the Sunday night football game you're going to get the views anyway from the Cowboys. So why even risk it? You already got the money there. You don't need the Cowboys to play. I think it's the Rams.
That's
Cowboys
fair.
will be playing Sunday night though because they always do.
Every other fucking game they play is prime time. If
Well,
not
but
every
against the
game, it's
Giants.
usually.
Gee, yeah, I was gonna say, geez, at one time it was friggin' Dallas and the Giants like 3 Sundays in a opening year. I'm like, holy shit! I'm like, we get it.
And we beat them all 3 times.
That Odell Beckham catch was, I think, an opening Sunday night game, wasn't it?
Philly,
No,
Dallas
no,
would be a good
no.
opener.
No, that wasn't an opening game.
Philly, Dallas would be a good opener.
On those Sunday night games, the NFL loves playing those in New York.
Here's another question: how much Seattle's selling the team? How much are they worth right now? And how
Let
much
me
do you think
see.
they're gonna go for?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Okay, so the Seahawks are currently worth
14 billion?
6.7 billion currently is what they're
6.7.
valued
I
at.
think they
I
go
thought
for
it was
20
more.
billion.
No, I don't think they're going to jump that much, Nick. They're currently worth 6.7. I think they're going to sell for 8.5.
How much? The Cowboys are worth 20, aren't they?
Yeah, but
Cowboys are worth a little more than that. Let me see.
we're the most valuable sports franchise
Oh
in the
It's like
shit,
world.
I was
38.
wrong. I was wrong. My bad. Cowboys are 13 billion.
Okay, so never mind. They're
13.
not going to
Okay.
hit 20.
They
Seattle's
might
going to
hit
come
10
close to.
at best.
I think they're going to be around 9 or 10 million, a billion.
I could see 10.
How much time
Especially
we
with
got,
all
Ian?
that tech money. Or was it Amazon that's up in all that stuff up in
Microsoft.
Seattle? Yeah, Microsoft, right.
How much time we got, Ian?
We got about 7 minutes, my man.
Let's move on to the
Elon Musk is going
question.
to buy that team.
Do you
We
know
haven't
what I
done
am saying?
We haven't done a real question in a while. Let's move on to one. I got one.
All right.
Top of the head. Going forward, would you rather have Sam Darnold or Brock Purdy?
Darnold.
Darnold.
I'm going with Purdy because I haven't had him yet.
Is that the
No,
only reason?
I would take Sam Darnold back. I think Brock Purdy's a game manager. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I still think
you're not going to go. Brock Purdy's not going to go out and win a game for you where Darnold can.
Sam Darnold still play well against us. Like I still have nightmares about Sam Darnold, man.
How about
So yeah,
this?
that's a shitty question. It's the only thing I could think of.
I got one. Who Sam Darnold was the unsung hero, that guy that no one really believes in. I went on Facebook and this question I ripped it off. I got ripped off with it. I already put my guy though. Who's the guy that could come into a system or a team and change like a Sam Darnold SK kind of guy? Who is your guy that no one really believes in, but you think they could do a Sam Darnold move? And it doesn't have to be a starting quarterback because I got one right now. Probably gave it away.
Um, do you mean like, does this player have to currently be on one of our respective teams?
No, just some guy like how Sam Darnold. No one really believed in him. He got second chance as a journeyman, or in a
Okay.
way, not.
Okay. I
But
got
like,
you. I got
Mac
you.
Jones.
yep, that's you're such a fucker, Ian. I was
I mean,
gonna
I don't
say
know,
that.
man. Like, I mean, I that's the first because
San
you mentioned the question and
San
you're always
Francisco
high
already
on
said
him.
they're
I
not
couldn't think of
trading him,
nobody
so
else.
I'm going with
Uh,
Mac Jones too. I
I
like Mac Jones,
mean,
and I think he could do it.
I'm trying to think. I mean, I was Mac Jones. I can't really think of nobody else that really
George Pickens if Dallas were to let him go.
because all the guys that I'm thinking of, Cam Moore. I mean, these are all guys that are supposed to be good, but as far as guys that like, I mean, I can't really think of anybody that's really isn't supposed to be. That's not like an older guy that's a veteran. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All the unsung heroes right now, like Kirk Cousins. I mean, those are guys that are older.
Yeah, you think Kirk Cousins could come back though? He's talking. He's getting heated up with Minnesota again.
I
Drake
don't
London would
know.
be a good plug and play. You can fit in anywhere.
Damn, that's a. I'm
If
trying to just
if
go
we're
division by
talking
division.
just any sport in general, I mean, there's so many like plug and play type players. Like
Hmm.
there's a lot of players like in all major sports that could fit into any system too, though.
Right.
Like Kevin Durant, for instance, you could put Kevin Durant onto any basketball team, and he's gonna go get you 28 a night.
I'm
Do,
not
do,
going by a major superstar though. I'm going by a guy that no one really believed in, but he has the talent to do it. That's what Sam Darnold is. No one believes in
Oh
him, but he
man,
has the skill
Derek
set.
White.
Derek White's a good one.
I was thinking
Um,
Stetson Bennett. I mean, but I mean, he hasn't.
no,
No.
no
No.
way,
No.
Shit.
man. That's a
Justin
really good
Fields, maybe.
question.
But I mean, but a lot of these guys
No.
aren't really unsuspecting because Justin Fields with his athleticism,
Like,
even though he's been
like,
ass, he has the.
I'll throw some
do you
hockey
think
at
if
you. Teemu Solani.
do you
Good
think
one.
if Gardner Minshew could go somewhere like Sam Darnold, like Seattle, you think he could plug in and play and be that
No,
guy?
Two.
Fitzpatrick was
no.
one of those guys.
Fitzpatrick was one.
See, but
He's
here's the
really a
difference
journeyman
between
though. I'm
all
going
those
by
guys
like
and Sam Darnold. Sam
I'm trying to
Darnold was the
explain like
top.
trying to
Sam
explain where
Darnold
it
was the
goes.
top pick in the draft, though. There's a
Yeah.
difference between those guys. Sam Darnold was the top pick in the draft. Sam
Well,
Darnold
that's
was,
why I'm going with Mac Jones, I guess. There ain't really no answer to it besides that, I guess, because Mac Jones
Yeah.
is in the same boat as him.
yeah.
I mean, shit.
Would you
I
take
mean,
Mac Jones or Sam Darnold?
Baker Mayfield's already made his way up there as. I mean, he was the number one pick, but I think he kind of rose from the ashes. He's already kind of ascended though.
How much time we got left?
Tyler Shaw, maybe.
What about no, I was gonna say Joe Milton, but never mind.
Possibly.
How much
But
time
I
we
don't
got?
see him getting an opportunity though.
If Joe Milton can learn to read a defense and learn touch passes, then he could be a problem.
What about Trey Lance with the Chargers?
No.
No, he's had too many opportunities and just blew every one of them.
Yeah, so didn't Sam Darnold. He went with the Jets and the Panthers.
Yeah, but Sam Darnold, for a majority of his career, except for the past 2 years before this past two, was a perennial starter. Trey Lance hasn't been.
That's true. That's interesting, isn't it?
But shouldn't they bring a towel?
The crazy thing is Sam Darnold might have been the answer. I mean, well, he was unsuspecting, so I don't think I could realistically say that any of us would have called it. But I mean, he was one of those guys to where he kind of fit the mold for if you're gonna throw a starter in there that has all the right things like the IQ. I guess you would throw him in there. I can't. That's a good question. I can't think
It's
of
a very
any.
good question, Nick. Real quick before we hop off, Jason Tatum is practicing with the Maine Celtics. Anticipate Jason Tatum's return within the next month, and the Boston Celtics are going to win the title.
What do they need a towel?
Can you chow?
Daytona 500. That's going to need a towel. It's going to get a little rainy.
Yeah,
Oh.
fuck Philly.
If you ain't first, you're last.
Did you see when Ryan Clark asked fucking Walker what did he get lit after the game? He goes, "No, I spent time with my family." He goes, "What?"
What?
Couldn't believe it. He's like, "You guys are very calm. You guys don't do anything. You must have did something big after the game, though, right? You must have got lit." He goes, "I spent time with my family."